If you're a man, you don't cry about it. You take life, the ups and downs. If you're a real man, you never go down, you just stay up. That's why this sport coat costs $800 and that costs $200. And I don't know what that costs, I'd be ashamed to wear it. That's why I'm wearing lizard shoes and a Rolex watch.
Importing it, snorting it, any competition extorting it, anything I want affording it, got enough crack to get four to hit, turn a saint to a sinner, lose to a winner, whether old school or upbeat, getting my shit's the best, Rick's the best, have your heart beating right out your chest, that Ric Flair like, woo! That Ric Flair like, woo! This is all I do, I got that Ric Flair like, woo! Woo! Styling, profiling, that Ricky make a girl go, woo!
Lee Fernandez can't make it to the computer on time.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh.
I should have clicked record yet. I cannot hear Lee Fernandez.
Oh, he's here? Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Can you see him?
Yeah, I can see him.
Lee, try talking again.
Before.
No, I cannot hear it. Let me. That's perfect.
Okay, great.
All right. Did you get that hat in Vegas?
I mean, how did you guess?
Although that's those kind of souvenirs that I assume they sell that at some shit shop here in Toronto. Like you could get a lot.
I got this one at I got it at a place called Liquor World. It's like down the street from the Trump Hotel.
Oh, that's cool. Was it dope? The Liquor World, I mean.
Liquor World was great. I mean, it's like the LCBO, but it looked like it was run by like criminals. So, I don't know.
That sounds cooler.
Yeah, Liquor World rock. And that's where I picked up this little number. No, I'm sorry. I didn't think I was late. My computer says it's 12:54. I thought it was early. Shit.
What computer is off on the timing? I can understand like a wristwatch.
Yeah. No, yeah, and then I didn't even look at the time on my phone when I went to go get the meeting stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. No, you weren't. Like we just joined.
Yeah.
No,
we're
it's a
good.
bit, dude.
Let me point this down. I feel like I'm doing too much. Lee, you want to give us our good to go?
You reach Goblin and Ogre.
Yes, I missed it. All right, so today we have on John Morley, who we've had on before.
Mm-hmm.
Lee, you missed it. I was actually hanging out with John Morley last night at the lab. I wrote down a couple notes, but I just want to know how are you feeling today?
Oh, great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I got to the lab probably like 10:30 or something like that. And I see Johnny sitting at a table by himself, right? And he's got a glass of wine and then the bottle is in front of him. And then I'm like, "Hey, is that a full bottle of wine?" And he goes, "Yeah. I figured out that like it's way more economical to like buy the bottle of wine because it's only like $25." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that makes sense because even if you don't finish it, you can take it home." And he goes, "I'm gonna finish it."
Well, yeah. I mean, you caught me after I'd been there for like 3 hours. I was already like 80% done
the
bottle.
glass of wine with the full bottle in public, like the sad Frenchman. That's such a good look,
French.
actually.
It was a cool look.
You can pour for yourself. Everybody was calling me gay all night, dude. I live with it.
You should go, like, that should be your constant thing. Like, carrying around a wine glass and a full bottle. I was thinking mine was going to be this.
In a venue. A lint roller?
The fur scraper? I just want to go on stage. This be my new thing.
You did the lint roll comedian?
Constantly, like, taking fur off. Remember Billy Kidman from WCW? His thing was always itchy. It was distracting. That's what I want to do with this fucker. So when I come back to comedy, which might be never, but when I come back, I'm bringing my fur roller.
Are you contemplating retirement?
I always do, dude. Even when we started, I've always
from day one. Your first set, you're like, I should retire. This was like,
this is never gonna go anywhere, and if it does, I won't know how to handle it. So
that is the truest statement I think you've ever said on this podcast. Is I don't think I'm gonna make anything let alone it. And two, even if I did, I agree with you. I don't think I'd know how to manage my career and like grow it from there.
sometimes I watch like clips of like let's say Bill Burr and like he's at an event and he's commentating on and he has to appear there and there and all those clips I see like accumulate and I go like, oh God, if that was my fucking life, I'd hate it. Like I would just hate
Oh,
having to always, oh, we need you at this fucking event. We need you at this
Mm.
ceremony. We need you to speak on this. It'd be like so annoying. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I could manage to be super successful. It would be fucking I'd have to be super successful and nobody know me to
You could just
maybe
be
be
successful a little bit though and not have to do that much shit.
yeah, I'm
yeah,
just
that's
thinking about
Try
it for
true.
for a bit of
comedy though.
success.
Like if you're a comedian, then everybody sees your face,
If
knows
you're
like
a world
knows
famous
you.
comedian, I
That's
Yeah,
suppose.
right.
that's
Like
what I'm talking about.
you could be like Rich
Top
Voss.
1%. It's like
Yeah.
it's either I'm it's you could still like have a career without having to do press events, I think.
Yeah, but exactly. I mean, a career is different
Yeah.
than like what I'm saying. Like when you're super, super famous, that would be terrible. That's all.
Or
It's
you're just
But
saying
as
you
far
couldn't
as like
even
even a
manage a
moderate,
basic
just
career.
low level career,
low level
it's
career.
still annoying.
Still annoying. I'm
Oh, I
laughing
gotta
that
go perform. I gotta go perform in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia for 12 people. Fucking suck off.
I am realizing that like in your first example you've tempered it now, but Johnny's right. Your first example was like I'm either gonna not make it or I'm gonna be Bill Burr. Those are the only two
Yeah.
options.
I won't be
Yeah.
able to handle
No,
being Bill Burr. It's so hard.
Bill. No, Bill Burr was like my example of
Yeah.
his guy. That guy's life exhausts me just watching him. Like, oh, he's always fucking busy.
I
And
bet you
he
have like access to the best drugs possible though to like stay busy
That's
at that
another
level.
thing. I think I would die with all that
oh
money. Like I would
Oh yeah, me
I
too.
would overconsume something.
oh
Yeah.
something. We know what that thing is, but all right, we're just gonna say something.
Uh,
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
So
It's a family show.
I would overconsume something. People, if you even listen to this podcast, everybody knows what that thing is. We've named episodes after that thing. You're like something.
Hey, it's fun to be mysterious, even though it's obvious. Anyways.
And this is also uh so Johnny, you don't know. This
hmm.
podcast that we're recording,
Hmm.
Lee and I were supposed to record this in person on Thursday, and we had a guest booked. Not that you're like a, I just saw you had a great time talking
Oh,
to me, and I'm
I'm the
like,
alternate, bro. Every time
yeah.
I'm on, it's because somebody else cancels, and that's fine. That's fine. I can live with that.
Look, I had a great time last night, and I actually kind of wished I had like taken the bus so I could like sit there and drink that bottle of wine with you. But we were supposed to do it on Thursday, and I need to ask Lee what's happening, like, if he's okay, because I'm messaging him like, "Hey, are we still on? It's Thursday, right?" I'm like, yeah, and Lee goes, yeah. I'm just gonna double check with our guest or whatever." And then at some point he goes, "Oh no, he's busy." And then 10 minutes after that, Lee texts me. He's like, "Oh, it's Thursday today." And I go, "Yeah." And he's like, "I thought it was Wednesday." And
Yeah,
I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "I'm not in Toronto. I'm in Coburg." He had no idea what day it was. He forgot he's not in the city that we need to be in. So I need to know, and Lee has a day job, so it's not like I just like I'm unemployed right now, so the days kind of bleed together. But Lee knows he has one more day until his weekend. So what is going on, Lee? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I think I just got a little scrambled. I've been actually a little busy, especially at work. Like since I went on that trip, I have all this mountain of stuff to get through. So I've been preoccupied with that, and the whole Thursday Wednesday thing is that I think it's because I get to work from home a couple of days, and but I don't have to necessarily stay consistent. Like it's every Tuesday and Wednesday. Like it could be Monday or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think because it was I wasn't like what I did last week. I got a little confused by it. I haven't really been paying much attention to the world, and and as a result, I think I just got that. Yeah, I just overlooked that. But also, I kind of have this thing where somebody will DM me, and I'll just press the message but not read it. But I just want to get rid of the red dot
Yeah,
because
yeah,
just
yeah.
looking at it bugs me. So I just press it just to get rid of it. And I'm like, oh, I'll read it later. And oftentimes I don't read it. So it looks like it's seen and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
ignoring you, but I'm just kind of OCD with that. I don't like that red
You don't like
fucking
the
dot.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
get rid of it. And
I then I'm
and that
glad.
happened with Brandon's message. So he
Oh,
goes,
okay.
"Yeah, man, I can record anytime except the 6th," which I didn't realize was a Thursday. So I said, "All right, fuck you."
I think you're just a
So
fucking bum.
yeah, I've just been, I don't know,
I love the
overlooking
Mexican
things,
people
but
in their
and
spirit.
distracted.
But the
Yeah,
country of
that's all.
Mexico is killing us.
I yeah, no, it was I don't blame you. I could understand getting behind on stuff, but I was just like when I'm watching this conversation, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little in a way relieved because I was like outside pumping my gas when I saw your messages and it was cold and I'm like I just want to go home and be warm. But I still the succession of messages I'm like is maybe Lee's not okay. Maybe something's wrong that he does not know what day it is. He does not know what city he's in. He does not
Yeah.
know when our guest is going to be on. I was like,
No,
oh
I'm
my God.
fine. I'm a little bit worried about you though, man.
Oh, you're worried about me? Oh, yeah. Why is
Yeah,
that?
you've been out of work a while now. Like I look at it like when I've been out of work,
Yeah.
and after a certain point, I think like just under 2 weeks without a job, I start to feel like the world getting smaller around me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I'm just wondering, I'm like, well, Sanker, it would seem like he has all this time, like because he's not working. But I'm not seeing you making any new clips or doing anything with like
So,
anything.
you know
So
what's
I'm like, what
funny?
the fuck is going on with this fucking asshole?
I still, I'm
Like, what?
still, I'm still posting
Yeah,
the like YouTube clips,
yeah.
like the thing, but
Oh,
I'm
okay. I don't
glad
watch YouTube.
I'm glad you mentioned the clips thing because something funny just happened and I have to rewatch it. But I told you I haven't been posting the clips on like Instagram as much, which I should be doing, but I make the clips still. And I've been, I mean, this is a little sad for like, I'm trying to promote our podcast. So I've been paying those like Facebook ads. You can put a video and like have it so that to drive people to your channel. So like you link the YouTube like
Yeah.
our episode, and on the link is a clip of our podcast. So if people like it, they click on it, and it goes to the YouTube, and you can see a couple more views and stuff from it. Our last one, they denied it. They're like, "No, you can't. We disapprove of this for political reasons." And I need to watch the video to figure out why did we get denied. I don't even know.
Hmm.
That's that's how I think we're on a like we're doing the right thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah. I
what's
mean,
funny? It wasn't even like I just read the title. It's not even it's I think most people would assume oh it was something anti left leaning.
yeah.
I think it was my title. I titled it Trump is a warlock. And he's in power now. So I don't think that
Yeah.
one slid through.
He is a super wizard, dude. Apparently MAGA, like in ancient texts, like MAGA just means like what, witchcraft, I think it is.
Oh, like maybe like
So
magi, like
something. It's just it has to do with witchcraft. And there's like there's a video I watched once. It's showing how Trump and his family are like a bunch of time travelers. So-
I can't wait to have this video not not posted.
yeah.
I I have to respect you because I think when the other side of things was in power, you had all your conspiracy theories, and one would maybe mislabel you as a right-wing nut. But I like that now that Trump is in charge, you're like, no, I had some in the pocket for him too. He's a warlock and a magi.
Yeah. I mean, just watch closely. I think they say that this is the year where all things will be revealed. It's the year of the snake, in Chinese bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Johnny, are
And
you conspiracy theory centric at all?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I think about that shit. It's very fun to think about.
yeah.
And there's ones where I definitely subscribe to them, certain ones.
What's number one that you're like, if the top of
Hmm.
my head, I believe. I can tell you mine is that I believe in the pedophile ring is out there. Like there's
Oh, I mean,
pedophile controls.
it's not
That's why
even a
that's why
conspiracy.
Sager
That's
wants
just
to
an
make it
objective
so that he
fact.
can join that ring.
I
I
need to
mean,
get on that inner circle. You know what I mean?
I don't believe there's one cabal like over any organized group of like any group really that
Oh,
controls
okay.
all of it. No, but I mean, we got the Catholic Church, and that's kind of like low key a
You
pedophile
think it's
ring
like
already.
you think like it's many cartels
Yeah, yeah,
like
it's
it's
fucking
like the
everywhere. I bet.
cabals or whatever. There's like
Yeah.
separate ones, all kind
Yeah.
of controlling like a gang of pirates.
Well, it's a whole fucking gross fucking economy. But Kennedy
Yeah.
assassination for sure.
Kennedy is a
For
yeah,
sure
yeah,
that
yeah.
one's not legit like the story they say. Maybe certain things about 9/11 are also pretty questionable. Um,
Yeah.
those would be the ones that I really question. I
Yeah, the
haven't heard any good
fucking
evidence for the moon landing being fake.
and I don't know, like I started noticing a little bit during 9/11 where certain things that are just not possible happen and people just accepted it. Like when they say that the fuel can't melt the steel and most of it would
Yeah,
have
yeah,
burnt
yeah,
up already and the fires weren't going to get that hot where it's just going to they treated like the fire like it was acid. Like that it just like ate through the steel beams and it collapsed like on a pancake. And you got all these experts, all these people like say, no, that's impossible. Like there had to have been other pre like explosions in the building that have it fall that
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
And then that other building that had shit just fall on top of it, that just pancaked down like a controlled demolition. So you go, you were sold a lie so long ago and people just went along with it, even though it was impossible. Like you like we just watched the impossible and the explanation they gave doesn't make sense. And you go, okay, so how do you convince all these people to just overlook logic like that? And I think more and more of that has happened as time went on. So I just started noticing, oh shit, things just don't have to make sense anymore for people to just move past them and get over it, even though thousands died. So I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. So I don't know. I think people are just become like have been lazy thinking. I'm like this. Like I have a lazy mind. I don't even know what fucking day it is anymore. So yeah, it's I just but that's the first time I noticed like, oh shit, like nobody's paying attention to how suspicious this is. You know,
I mean, yeah, and I mean, I know that
other than
that's
high
like there's
school.
so many things, saying I think I was like I was in the oh man, I must have been like sixth grade maybe when that happened. But like it's
Oh
like
no.
you find out so much. Was it earlier than that? I don't know. It was 91.
2001. It's 2001. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'm
was
trying to
another
think of
year
my
of the
age at
snake.
that time. Another year
2001
of the
was
snake.
another year
2001
of the
is
snake.
oh really?
Well, they say year of the snake historically huge fucked up events happen. So we're due
Yeah.
for one this year.
Who
Yeah.
says that? The Chinese?
Somebody on online.
The Chinese, the people doing the horrendous shit.
Yeah, everything's made in China. All these conspiracies, everything.
Oh man. But the thing that's fucked with 9/11 for me, like, because I never really could. I'm not smart enough. Even and also, it's
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
I'm
that
an
was my
expert
thing.
of the other fact, but like with the heat of the jet fuel and that, like I couldn't really parse it out. But it's just the fact that it was like they had that military training exercise going on at the exact same time. So it's like there were planes that could have responded to that, and they were basically,
Mm.
told it was war game. And I mean, that could just be genius level tactics for a terrorist attack. But and then there's like, what didn't like Australia warn about it at some point? Like Australian intelligence tried to bring this information. So it's like I think they knew it was going to happen, and they let it happen to make all that money in the fucking
Oh,
oil.
I'd make
So like.
look out, mate. There's a fucking plane heading for you. Australian warning.
Maybe they did warn them, and it's just their voice is so annoying they just turned it
Look
off.
out.
Yeah, look at oh, oh,
Shut them off.
that's terrible. I don't know.
Uh,
There's some yeah, Kennedy I think is thing. The I like your reason for the conspiracy behind 9/11 better. When it got to the science stuff, I was like, I don't fuck it. There's one smart
Yeah.
guy saying it is possible. There's another smart guy saying it isn't, and I'm the dumb guy in the middle. How the fuck am I gonna
Mm.
know who's lying? Because I almost failed all my science classes ever. So I don't I can't,
it's like the vaccine shit. Like, some people are so convinced, that's so split down the middle,
Yeah.
the vaccine shit. And I think it's a lot like 9/11, where like you think it was either terrorists or you think it was your own government. You think the vaccines are poison, or you think no, they're great for you.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, why can't we just all agree on one thing? Like, why are
I mean,
why
it
are
could be
so
both.
many
It could be
people why so
both.
many people buy the bullshit? You
I
know?
mean, and I don't like with vaccines, I'm like, I don't know. Again, I'm not a science guy. I'm gonna gamble on the side of people that went to university, uh, and not like just random people telling me the shit. And if I get sick from it, fuck, man, we're just a statistic anyways. But like with the fact, it could be government and terrorists operating at the same time. That's what like so many people that are really deep into conspiracies are very like black or white. Like you don't see
Mm,
a lot of Asian people into conspiracies.
that's true. Although we don't live.
No, it's true. Psych kit.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Finger down.
yeah, don't
Oh,
worry.
down.
I
Okay.
I just I flicked my USB thing.
Uh,
Yeah, we could ask
I
Sidekick.
think psych I think psych kit is a psyop.
I've been saying Fat Kid's a spy for years. People call me a racist.
He's a government agent from China. I know.
Yeah.
You know who I think might have been not Psy, but do you remember Fang Zhu or whatever? I forget, Hey Fang Zhu or whatever, because he
I
was
remember that.
around, and then I don't know
Fang
what
Ju.
and then he starts seeing whatever his name was. He was a nice guy, but he was
No.
around, and then
I know who you're talking about, but like he was a nice dude, yeah. But he started like hitchhiking, right?
yes,
Yeah, he was like hitchhiking all around Canada, going like on a radio tour, I think. Yeah. What's
Let me
this?
find
Where
it.
did she go missing?
I'm gonna scroll here.
It-
I believe she was a
It's the
comic strip,
comic.
and like I pretty much just comics.
Hopefully it was Cassie Cow. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. It
I'm
wasn't.
kidding.
I remember it started with an S, and I'm gonna try to find it. Facebook is so full of like bullshit. I could not find the like anything relevant that I need. Um,
And she's been gone since December?
I believe so. Yeah, Googling it. Wow. Uh,
Hey Sanker, did you hear about this missing female comic?
what? No.
Yeah. Where are you keeping her?
What? No, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah. Some chick went missing in December, apparently.
Shalini Singh. That's the name of the person who is missing right now.
Oh, it's family related. I'm pretty
I
sure.
do have Sings in my family.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, she was reported missing December 10th. Yeah, there's gonna be like a vigil for her tonight, I think.
Like was she a
Or it was
Toronto
already
comic
happened.
or?
The vigil might have already happened. Hamilton, I believe. Like I saw it on Facebook, a post about her. Like I think she's new. She looks, young.
She looks young.
Unless I'm tripping and she's just not a comedian at all, but it's just a missing Hamilton woman that was on Facebook. But I could have swore that's what I read. That she was also like it was another comedian sharing it. Oh, maybe it's in my notifications. I
Well,
don't
hopefully
know.
she's found soon and given a proper
Yeah,
burial.
yeah.
Christ. Just hopefully she's found alive. I think let's go for
That would
that.
be ideal. That would be
Ideal
ideal.
is she's found alive. Um,
I'm kidding.
I don't think I can find. Oh, wait. Maybe if I search her name on here. I have mutual friends with this missing girl to see if she's a comedian. Okay.
I'm,
Oh
oh,
God.
are you just? I do think it's funny that did you just see her on Facebook and assume anyone you're connected to is a comedian?
I literally have probably. Yeah, no, 100% she is. Yeah. The Candlelight Vigil was on Friday.
Okay,
Um,
well, let's
Newcomer,
speak
Hamilton
more.
comic, and longtime fan of local comedy. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, it was dark, but you were disappeared. We were talking about a disappearing Asian. Got a disappearing South Asian, it looks like.
what? Look,
Man,
let's
that'd be a blessing to the scene if more and more female comedians got kidnapped.
I can't. I can't give. It's too fun. It's too dark. I can't get
Fuck,
behind.
dude. I don't subscribe to that.
I don't. It's too dark. I appreciate the joke, but it's so sad. I can't.
Yeah, I know. It's not funny.
You're laughing. Your face is red, but it's not funny. It's not funny.
Oh my God.
No,
All right.
I oh, what was I gonna? Fuck, I lost my train of thought. That really threw me off. Hamilton is a dark place, though. Hamilton is a dangerous place. So I'm not like when you said it happened in Hamilton. I'm like, yeah, we were talking about Crackhead Centrals just yesterday, Johnny. Remember, like, there's Hamilton, London, Brantford, Oshawa is another one. So if you go
He's
missing those
Comedy Club.
places,
There's
All
even
those
where I'm from,
places.
dude. Small town Ontario like has some dark shit that is not really brought to light. There's was some crazy murders in my hometown, dude, and people that went just disappeared.
oh really?
There's rumors about them, about what happened to them, but never find enough proof and shit. Just while I was living there for like in 2019 to 2020 in COVID, there was a fucking there was like a conspiracy to murder, I believe, the year before. Like this old lady was planning to murder her next door neighbor, but her daughter turned her in eventually, and she had like the kill kit already and shit. Down the street from where I lived, this lower income fellow, let's say, because like he's not homeless, he has an apartment, but he panhandles or like busks. And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he was
yeah.
known as this busker by this one grocery store. Like people knew him from the neighborhood.
Well,
Anyways, he starts hanging around with it, and I'll make this quick.
yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, he's hanging around with this younger, guy, and they're doing drugs together, and the young guy murders him to like steal his drugs, and does all his drugs. But here's the fucked up thing: he totally dismembered his body into like multiple pieces, and then I think like as he was coming down or like going back up, maybe he tried to like duct tape the guy back together.
He tries to
Did it work?
duct tape.
No, it didn't work. He got caught immediately. He got caught immediately, like the
I
next
think
day.
I think maybe in those rural places with like a lot of, I don't know, like woods, like a lot of like a lot of trees.
Yeah,
If,
yeah.
if you kind of go hiking through there, I'm pretty sure the thought of murdering somebody does go. You're like, hey, this would be a great place to stash a body. Like nobody will ever find it here. Like I think those intrusive thoughts are probably a little bit more intrusive in certain more rural areas. People think
Yeah,
I could probably get away with this shit, and then they start obsessing with it. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think like if you and it's like hunting like areas like where people are armed, they got like pickup trucks, so
yeah.
they know how to get around. They know not where not to go. So they probably murder is more on those people's minds than anyone's. Or maybe in the city. I don't know. What do you
Most of the
think?
ones I
People are more
know about from my
murderous?
hometown is like drug related, or
Yeah.
like generally, yeah, they take place when high people uh get into bad situations. Like I know, but this one guy that went missing was a college student from like Mattawa or something, and like the prevailing theory is that he was drunk walking home and walked into the wrong house, and it was probably a drug like house, not just for doing, but they must have had some shit going on there because I mean he just disappeared. They never found him. I can't
I
even
So
I
who was the
can't even
guy?
get into more details on that.
But who was the murderer with the duct tape? Was it Red Green?
Yeah, it was fucking red green.
Yeah, that would be great if you. He's fucking killing people.
His stupid nephew helps him
Everything.
hide the body.
This is how you hide a body. I don't know, Uncle Red. I used to watch that show when I was a kid, and I didn't understand any of the jokes. I don't know why I would watch it, but I would sit there blank faced and watch whole episodes. Didn't laugh a second, but I
Uh,
just was
I got a
watching it.
couple chuckles out of it. I mean, I like the
I
like
mean, when he would
sculptures
fix
and
things
shit.
with duct tape was the best. You know,
Yeah,
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 like
yeah.
that,
that was fun.
that was his best bit. You know, the best jokes.
Could do without the like nephew skits for sure.
I
Yeah,
I didn't even
he
think
was
it was
annoying.
bad. I was just so young that I'm like, I just didn't get it. But there was something that my mind liked about it that I would watch it. If it was on, I'm watching it.
Yeah, it was a solid show, man. I fuck with it. I fuck with the Red Green Show.
I don't know
They don't
about
find you
the
handsome, at least they'll find you handy.
I don't know about the murders on land because that scares me because I have recently become obsessed with owning like vacant vacant lots. Like like 2, 3
Yeah.
hours outside of Ontario, not
Hmm.
outside of Ontario, outside of Toronto,
Hmm.
and it's like a vacant lot, and I'm gonna build like a cabin there. And
Mm.
as you were talking, I'm like, am I a serial killer? Like, am I thinking this land will come into use? I don't know what. And then,
As soon as I get this cabin, I'm doing a bunch of fentanyl. We're starting it up. I'm doing a fentanyl cabin. Dude, I'm writing that down. I'm sorry, dude. It's just like stealing your idea right now. My life plan.
I
He's gone again.
Cut you.
I'm back. I'm back. One thing that happened last night was and I don't know, it was uncomfortable to me, but I wanted to ask Johnny about it this morning to see if I was that uncomfortable. Do you remember the last time you saw me last night? We were standing outside. There was two other comics talking to you. There was one of this male young comic, I forget his name. And then there was a brown female comic.
Okay.
Her
Yeah.
name
Yeah.
was Shalini.
Yeah, we found her.
Oh, you punk. And that was the last place you seen. No, last night. Yeah. Yeah, I have
That
her.
did scare me when you said a brown female, an Indian female comic.
Yeah, you were
Weird. I'm
thinking
like,
like the fucking ones. That I
so
think that I don't know if I'm trying
well,
to think of who was there last night.
without I'm not even intending to name her.
Uh-huh.
I was just I don't actually know her name, so I wouldn't be able to anyway. But
Okay.
I was walking out and I was just propsing whatever people and heading out, and then the girl goes to me and she goes, "Oh, hey, you're gonna like just leave?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she says, "I what was hoping you're not gonna like stand next to me so I can like get warm or whatever." Do you remember this?
No, I did not hear that.
You did not hear that. Oh shit!
But
I
I
was trying
think
to.
I know who it was, and yeah, she does kind of say some pretty off the wall shit.
Well, like
If it's
my
who I
thing
think it
was
is.
like, I immediately this is and it wasn't I don't think it was her that made it uncomfortable. It was me that my mind immediately went, well, I I'm not gonna cuddle a girl that's not my girlfriend for warmth. So I
Mhm.
immediately like made a joke about like being less warm than one would think or whatever, and then it just kind of devolved into an awkward moment. And I was hoping you remembered that part. It was like I think she said that, and then I go, "Oh, despite my size, I'm not actually warm as you think." And then the other male comic was like, "Oh, really?" And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then she's like, oh, I didn't mean that. I just meant because like you're brown and I'm brown and like, I'd feel safe like warming up next to you or whatever, which I think was another, unless I'm crazy, is another,
Hold
uh,
on, hold on, hold on. Tell me, was this and I'm just covering my camera because it's something legal. But was it without getting into specifics about who
Was
it
it
was?
her? And he pulls her head up.
Was it the older brown chick or the younger brown chick that
well,
was
I,
there?
I think she's older. She's like 30s.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, then I know that one, and she's just saucy, dude. She'll just say some saucy shit. She's funny. She's a mom, I'm pretty sure. She's
Yeah, yeah.
probably
No,
pretty
I didn't think it
excited to
was
be out at a
like
bar.
I don't think it was inappropriate. I just think I was hoping you saw me and I realized I was such a fucking nerd where I probably could have been like, but my brain was going, I have a girlfriend. I'm not helping some
Yeah.
random girl warm up. So I thought that and then I it was the most uncomfortable exchange after. And then the second some other male comic walked up and started talking to her, she just walked away mid-sentence. Like, I don't know what this interaction was. So I was hoping you remembered it because I'm like, was I a fucking weirdo in that moment? And I think I
No,
It
was.
sounds
no.
it sounds like it was your Me Too moment, Sanker.
Yeah.
It sounds like
Yes.
she made you uncomfortable. And if you had said it was the other one, I would have been like, oh, she's probably legit coming on to you because I've seen similar trend behavior, let's just
Oh,
say.
okay.
But that one who you are talking about, it was only like two, so I know who you're talking about. I don't even remember her name either, but yeah, I noticed that she'll like break off, like she's very like
Maybe a little.
boring to talk to.
Oh, okay,
Like, you know what I
okay.
mean? And I guess
Yeah,
she gets bored of talking back to the people in the same way. Like, that's just what I assume when somebody
yeah,
is
yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah.
it
Now I'm
seems
kind
like
of
a
like,
non-genuine investment in this dialogue that when you break off mid-sentence like weirdly.
yeah, yeah. Now I just want to be introduced to the younger one who is down.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see. You'll see. You'll see.
Joke. Whatever. Well, Lee's worried about me. But I'm trying to fill my time. I'm trying to get back into reading,
Okay.
and I've chosen a book. I'm very excited. I'm going to be reading Serpico. This is backwards right now, but
It's not
Serpico.
though. That's the crazy thing is
What?
it is not backwards.
It's not backwards. It's
No.
on my screen. It's appearing backwards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the
Oh, it's
video,
flipping it for
it's
you.
flipping it. Yeah, that's
Okay.
cool.
Well, to the viewers, I think they're going to see it my way because I'm recording.
If
I
You
was
you,
think so?
laughing
dude,
at
you
this
should
Okay.
though.
read the book. You should read the book backwards. That would be impressive.
Like a
Like
Chinese people.
from the last page to the last word, and then backwards. Read it backwards. That would
That
be
makes no
fucking
sense.
something.
Is it just like
That would be something.
is
Well,
it
you
the
can tell
novelization of the
That
movie?
young Indian girl that. You know, I read Serpico
Yeah.
backwards, and she must be.
Next time I see her, I should just go. So you still down to fuck? Because I was like, I didn't get it last time.
You should. You should.
Yeah.
I would
No,
love to see that play out.
I was laughing at this because Serpico is the true story of a New York cop who went after corruption in his department and everything, right? What was making me laugh is I remember I bought this book a long time ago, and I don't know if you noticed, it's the true story of a real guy, and this is written, and he's talking to the real guy, but for promotional purposes, they put Al Pacino on it. He
Yeah.
can't even make the cover of his own book because they're like, well,
Yeah.
we have to sell it. So the movie,
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know,
I mean,
people
that
know
pumps
Pacino.
sales. Yeah.
I
People
know it's Al
trust
Pacino.
Pacino.
I know, but it's his own story.
Yeah.
You would
Yeah.
think he gets to be on the fucking cover,
Is there
unless
even a
he's
picture
like,
of him in the
well, the
book at
cops are.
all, or
Did I what?
is there a picture of a guy in the book or
No,
back
no, not
cover? Like,
once.
I
They only have
mean,
the
maybe he's
cover.
trying to hide his identity, the
That's
best of
okay.
his
true.
ability.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah.
You know
I
what's the
never
fuck?
watched Serpico, so I don't know if he's
Oh, you
alive at
never
the end.
watched it? Oh, it's
No.
so good. It's so good. But the funniest thing about Serpico is there's no debating. He went after corrupt cops.
Okay.
There's no like he had it wrong or anything. He went after corrupt cops. He is still to this day hated by New York cops.
Yeah.
He's clearly the good guy. There's no
Yeah.
Yeah.
question. He was the good guy in that situation. I've seen interviews where he's like, to this day, they fucking spit on the ground I walk on, like they hate him
Yeah.
and they want him dead. It doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense if you're purporting to be like the good guys, and I'm not saying they're the bad guys, but why would he be a villain? He should be like his picture is
Oh,
up on the wall.
because like cops are just like any other gang, violent gang, where it's just like you don't turn on your own. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
like actual mafia people look at it. They're like, yeah, he should be celebrated and be like, hey man, he took down real corruption within the force. And no, they're like, this guy's a cunt. He told on fellow officers.
Yeah.
Fuck him in his ass. Yeah.
Fuck him. Serpico cut.
He's so fucking cunt.
Oh
Yeah, it's
man.
yeah. So cops, so what does that say? Cops aren't good people for the most part. It's a little fucking crew they got there. They're
Yeah,
above
yeah, yeah.
you know, they protect their own. It's a gang, just like the global elites, the cartels, the fucking cabal. They're all little fucking scummy gangsters, and that's who runs your fucking life. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. One way
essentially.
or another. I mean, every like what's a fucking like it's like the army is a fucking gang too. It's all fucking
Even how much
groups of
people are
dudes with
taxed on
guns.
everything and on everything and on everything. You're even like taxes are just is the biggest fucking scam on the planet, and people
Oh,
do it because they don't want to end up in fucking jail or whatever. It's just like,
I
so what does
uh,
that
I do
say?
it because
That's
I want like to go to the hospital for free. I want people to come put out my house when it's on fire. I want the gang of cops. I want the gang. Because otherwise, you would just have random gangs, dude, everywhere. It would just
oh
be
yeah,
every
I'd have
like two
I
blocks would be
definitely
a
have my
gang
own gang.
territory. Yeah,
I'd
I
have
don't
my
want to
Yeah.
run
own
my own gang. I want to pay some tax and let somebody else run it for me, you know?
I want to
What
collect the tax. Yeah.
Fair
what
enough, fair enough. I mean,
what
that makes sense.
I'm down with most taxes, but this is as I'm researching like owning land and everything, and I'm stealing this like Patrice O'Neill used to talk about this or whatever, but that fucking prop sales
Yeah.
tax and property tax makes zero sense to me. I can't figure those ones out because you take income tax, you've taxed the dollar already. Why, when I then use the dollars I have left to buy shit or pay for shit, you can tax my ability to buy those things and own land? Why would you? You've already taxed the dollar I'm using to own that land. That makes no sense to me. I can't figure it out. Maybe some smart economics guy or whatever can explain it to me, but I don't understand it.
Um, because they
Seems
want
like it's
more
a
money. I
parasitic
mean, it's not
process.
it's not rocket science. They just want more money, dude.
True.
And I
Fair
feel
enough.
like it probably doesn't like get managed well. Because if you look at like even just places in the States, like well, nowhere in the States has free healthcare, but I'm sure they all have fucking property tax. Maybe it's different in different states. Probably varies wildly in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
percentages, but like they're probably getting taxed to shit too. And well, military, that's where their tax money goes. Ours goes to like ads with
Ads?
yeah, it goes
What
to
does that
ads
mean?
like creating ads like that are like safe for Canadian consumption.
Oh,
You know what I
oh.
mean? Like
Yeah,
we
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
like
yeah.
make
Goes into
media for
marketing.
Canada. It goes into marketing shit to us, like CBC Gem. You
I'm
know,
paying for that.
we're paying,
I have
we're
to
being
pay
taxed so CBC Gem exists,
For their
baby.
bullshit. Yeah. Like
for their
again,
shit
burn
shows.
that
But you
building
know
down,
what? Fuck
burn
it,
down
dude.
the
All I'm
BBC, the
watching is
CBC,
CBC Gem next like month,
fucking
dude. Fuck
useless
that.
network.
I'm getting rid of all the streaming services.
And you're gonna watch CBC Gem only?
Yeah, I'm boycotting most
American?
stuff, as much stuff as I possibly can that won't
Oh.
interfere with like stand up. So it's like obviously I still use social media. That sucks, but I'm kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah.
locked in on that as a communications platform. Like if I don't want to pay my phone bill, it's pretty great. Um, but all the other shit, no, I'm just gonna be watching CBC and
All right.
Bell Five.
Let me know
All that shit.
what is best. Like what do you watch that
Oh,
you're like, this is good. This is a good show. This is not
yeah.
a good for Canadian. I want to know what is like,
Oh,
oh,
I don't know. I'm gonna find the stuff that's good for Canadian. And if there's something
Little
that
house on
just
the
stands
prairie.
out overall, there's like an interesting looking show about a like a
sorry, Lee's mixing it up. It wasn't Little House on the Prairie that was Canadian. It was Prairie on the Mosque or what was it called?
little mosque
Little
on the
Mosque on the
prairie.
Prairie. Yeah.
Whatever, I'll fuck with it. I guess we got Kim's Convenience and maybe reruns of fucking Corner Gas.
Yeah, Kim's Convenience wasn't terrible. I don't have a problem with it. I know
Yeah,
like
at
as a
times it was. At
it
times it
was.
was.
Yeah, yeah, but
Like I was
it was fine.
surprised at how corny they like played some of the Asian characters, considering like I had only heard it was like lauded as solid with Asian
Yeah,
characters. I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
think they would like cartoonize some of the different people, but not like the main
Oh, for
family.
sure.
Oh, well, even the dads like was just like a little bit like,
Hammed up. Yeah,
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 like I can tell you don't talk like that.
yeah.
Do
Yeah.
your like
Well,
fake Asian accent act. Like might just be real, man. I don't need
they're
this
not
fucking
like
like
if they have an Asian show, like if they had a Chinese show, they're not hiring like Psy Kit, you know? God bless Psy Kit. I get along with Psy Kit, but I mean like no one
oh,
with a
he's
real accent. They're gonna
fantastic.
hire a Canadian Asian guy and make him do a Psy Kit accent, even
Yeah.
though they could have just hired Psy Kit and
No, I'm
you
good
can
with
just
that
tell him to
though. I'm good
talk.
with that. I would rather like somebody who's actually Canadian get that shit. Well, I have an acting teacher, and she said to me, like, there's no point doing any like accents. If they want an Irish accent, they'll just hire an Irish person. And I'm like, that sounds stupid. Why would they hire somebody that is like you're gonna go and give a Canadian job to an Irish
To an
person?
hour. Yeah, yeah, just because
Like it just doesn't that
I
lacks
don't have a
logic to
problem with
me.
accents. Like, even if yeah, if people do accent, like
I
here,
want Sidekick to have his own show,
I
man.
do.
Fuck him being a cameo, although that would be awesome. But like that we need to make that happen. Get him out of
No, no.
Arkham. I don't know how many kids Sidekick has, but I think it's a lot.
Do you think Sidekick has legitimate children?
I mean, there's something
There's
going
At
on.
least in
It's like,
every
dude,
city he's performed comedy in.
yeah.
Yes.
yeah, dude,
He's got
he
some
does have that
sidekick groupies all
magnetism.
up and down the East
These
Coast.
fucking bunch of half white babies all over the country.
All awkward, autistic, half fucking Chinese.
All right. Good for Psy, man. Get it in.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a legend. Who was in
um,
the Kim's Convenience though? A comic that we would all know. His name Ben, maybe like little guy, like my height, slight build, fucking.
I have to.
Ah,
I did
he
watch.
cameoed in it.
I watched a lot of shows, but it was hard. I think a couple times I saw a comic that I knew, and but it was always like, yeah, it was a quick cameo or whatever.
Or rather,
I would
no,
like to be in
cameo is
Kim's
the wrong word
convenience.
because it's not
I would,
like
I would
he
like
was
to be in
famous.
Kim's convenience. I want to play the guy who robs the convenience store and shoots the owner.
Right
I would
after he said,
audition for that.
you and O-Dog, right after he says, "I'm sorry for your mother."
I think he's a recurring character. Actually, he must be.
I
It's
feel
Ben
sorry for
Bosch.
your mother.
I
Just
feel
shoot
sorry
him in
for
the
your
head.
mother. And then you'll shoot him and you'll show that tape to all your friends.
Yeah, totally. Take his wife.
Menace to Society is the greatest movie of all time. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
man.
ridiculous.
Oh, it's Ben Boschman, by the way. Ben Boschman,
Oh,
recurring
I remember
character. He's
him.
not a cameo. He's like on the show,
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah,
it
yeah.
was. I don't think it's still. I don't know if it's going. You
Yeah,
know, it's
yeah.
funny. Like you're talking about like robbing their convenience store. When I used to live with Guyry near King Street, there was this convenience store. It's still there called Busy Bee, and like for a while, this like new young guy started working there. Like
Yeah, yeah.
real shy, didn't really talk much. Like we'd make small talk with the other two dudes that worked there. One week we come in. And the dude who we've known for a long ass time has got all covered in bandages and shit. Like his arms are all bandaged up, partially he's got shit, he's got stitches in his face and shit. And he's like, yo, we were like, what the fuck happened to you? And he's like, yeah, that kid that we had working here, we had a disagreement and he came in here and attacked me with fucking samurai swords.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
actually, with knives like multiple fucking
That's
like weapons, dude.
that's my favorite part is you said you didn't say he attacked him with a samurai sword. He had several, which
Yeah,
means
Samurai, like double fisted
yeah,
samurai swords.
he had
Like,
the long
yo,
one
yo, yo.
and then the little short one that's for closer combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fucking Leonardo. Like,
No,
that's two
absolutely, yeah.
swords.
I'll never forget that because it's just like wild. And it was also
No,
just like, oh, so funny that it was
a katana.
well, it wasn't even a robbery or whatever, it was like a fucking disagreement between
Oh,
agents.
really?
It was
So that
more
means he
it was
was
like
already walking around with the
yeah,
katanas,
yeah,
which,
Dude,
like he premeditated that shit 100%, yeah.
I'm
well,
pretty sure this happened in Australia, but I'm sure it happens in Australia a lot. There's some guy who tried to rob a convenience store. It's like on CTV cameras, like with a snake, like with a venomous snake. He's like holding it and like threatening the owner with it.
that's amazing.
Oh, I have to register.
Boy,
King Cobra will bite you in the nuts.
give me the money. Not good at
Yeah,
accents, but
dude.
okay. That's
Yeah,
so
that's
funny.
wild.
When you think this convenience stores are fucked up because you think like, oh, I'm in a nice neighborhood, nothing happens. I remember when my parents moved us out of Rexdale into like a night. My parents now they live in like a nice area in North York, very white Chinese-y, well-to-do
Mhm.
people or whatever. But there was a convenience store that's still there right by our house. And me and my brother would go in there. There was a really nice Guyanese guy who worked there. He found out our dad was Guyanese. He was always nice, and we just were in this new neighborhood, thinking like this is safe now, right?
Mm.
Maybe after knowing that guy for a year, somebody came in to rob the place with a knife or a machete. I think it was a machete, and slashed the guy's fucking face and robbed the place.
Mm.
And if you saw this neighborhood, there's like a fucking Harvey's and a Rexall and a Value. It's very like nice. There's a barber shop, but like an Italian barber shop. That's everything is nice, but they fucking slashed up this guy's face, robbed the place. I never seen this guy again in my life. He was gone after that. He apparently survived, but he just never.
Thank
I don't
God.
think you go back to work on Monday after that.
All the businesses you listed though are like immediate red flags for me. Like I've never seen a Rexall in a good neighborhood. Like I know it's a
Or a
more
Harvey's.
expensive Shoppers Drug Mart. Yeah, no, Harvey's is terrible. It's like the worst burger restaurant.
That's a
Fucking
fucking lie. How are you gonna get down with CBC Gem, but you're talking shit about
is
Harvey's?
Harvey's Canadian? Oh
Yeah,
my
Harvey's is
Dude,
God,
Harvey's
Canadian.
no.
Yeah,
stinks.
it's
That's
it's
our
Harvey's
specific to
national
fucking
like
thing.
blows.
Ontario too.
That's Harvey's is like I'm more ashamed of Harvey's than residential schools.
What? Harvey's is great.
Yeah.
You ever had a Harvey's hot dog? You're
No, I've
talking
had it.
shit,
I've
man.
eaten there
You're
multiple
talking
times.
shit.
I love how all the
Harvey's,
condiments are just in a bowl under a lamp.
I like that you
yes.
reference Harvey's fucking hot dogs and not their burgers. Because you
No,
know their burgers are shit.
no, man. They're better. What's better? What's better?
That's
McDonald's
how you
isn't
know a
better.
place is trash when their fucking hot dogs are good.
No, I think
Only.
it does taste more like a burger than McDonald's, but I'm going for
Yeah,
McDonald's for that specific,
like that
like,
taste. That yeah. That's
like it
hitting
could be
something.
coming out of a fucking like Play-Doh press for all I know, and it's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same idea.
Morley
It's
likes
all
that
right.
human meat taste.
But I've never known a Harvey's to be in a good neighborhood. And when I think of Toronto, like I think Harvey's, you think fucking Hooker Harvey's on Jarvis or whatever.
Oh no. You should see my parents' neighborhood. It's real nice. It's real wholesome.
Okay.
The barbershop, the Italian guy, like I never got my hair cut there once when I was a kid and now I'm bald, but like he waves, they're real nice neighborhood until they fucking slash this guy in the face.
Well, that's horrible. Yeah. I mean, that's just a
Yeah.
Sanka,
one-off.
you're so bald. Like that,
Mm.
you're so bald that if you had hair, it would look funny.
You think it would look
You know
funny?
what I mean? Like you just became so, in my mind, bald that
Yeah,
if
I've
you
been
had
bald for so
hair, it would
long.
make no sense.
I lost my hair
Yeah.
like fucking 25 or 26.
Yeah.
I think about that
Yeah.
sometimes. I'm like, that is insane that's how long I've been. I didn't lose like if I grew it out, I have hair. Like you would just be one of I would look like Alex DeWitt, I guess.
No, and God, no, no one should live like that.
Don't do it.
You know what? I don't want to shit on him because
I
all the
do.
clips Lee posted recently were shit on Alex DeWitt clips.
Oh, he's doing well, man, and I'm happy
He's
for him.
great. I love
But he's
Alex.
like his kind of balding is just
Yeah.
fucking I like, it's more like I'm projecting my own fear of looking like that, but I would just rock a shaved head in that case because I don't like the look of it. And I get a little bit of thinning going on now, probably like happen eventually for me, but so far I've
Yeah.
like clocked out all my like male ancestors on hairlines, so
You know what's funny though? You wear hats so often
yeah,
that I don't even know what your hair looks like.
it's
Like I'm not
long right
asking to
now,
see
yeah.
it, but like you wear hats so often. You're a hat
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, it's long now. It's long. I was thinking I want to grow out a ponytail one more time before I'm like 40, and
What are you talking
then
about? 40 is the age you grow a ponytail. That's when it's cool.
at a certain point, like I also just shave
It's
my head
gay at
even
20,
though I'm
but
not balding because I just prefer the low maintenance. But no, and then I'm gonna get like I'm gonna do like as a gag for like a week. I'm gonna get the fucking like samurai hair. I'm gonna get like
oh really?
traditional
Yeah.
samurai
The
like
douche
top
like
knot. No,
yeah.
not like shaved
Oh,
sides. I'm talking like if we're watching like a Kurosawa movie, like
yeah.
like lower accurate Japanese samurai hair. Get one of those
Yeah.
big ass hats.
And you'll be sipping warm sake out of a wine glass, full bottle of sake.
I mean, yeah, though. How else do you get sake? You want the whole bottle, dude. You would just want to sit there and have
Yeah.
someone pour for you in that case. That's the next level up. You have your own bottle and a person pouring for you like they don't do anything else. That's their whole job.
I would love at that time to see him like you show up at the bar and this time I see
Yeah.
like
With the
to the Al Val Jackson.
and stabs himself with his samurai sword on stage. Ultimate closer.
we're 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 getting towards the end, but I would be remiss if we didn't cover one story that I know Lee knows about. I found other clips, but then last minute I'm like, this is the only one I really want to cover. So I'm just gonna play a recent news story that's gone viral, um, just to share it with anyone who may not have seen it. It's amazing. It's possibly my favorite thing.
For 100K in my pockets so I could do real estate. My husband will own it in Karachi. We will not live here, but we will get this job done right away. I'm asking for 20K right away in my pockets at the end of this week.
An American woman's journey to Pakistan for love took an unexpected turn, capturing the internet's attention and turning her into an unlikely viral star. Onija Andrew Robinson, 33, from New York, flew to Karachi in October 2024, intending to marry her 19-year-old online boyfriend. However, when his family forbade the marriage, her plans and finances quickly unraveled. Refusing to accept the rejection, Ms. Robinson
just like her eyebrows. Holy shit. Yeah, Onija fucking rules. I'm a big fan of this lady. Because imagine, because the way she, all right, keep playing the clip because I don't know if like how she yells at the guy talking is in there.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they got that. That one's hilarious.
Unwilling to leave Pakistan. As weeks turned,
I'll probably find that clip after we talk about it.
Predicament gained local and international media
but there is an
attention.
ending to this.
While stranded, she held multiple press conferences, making bizarre demands, including a public request for large sums of money.
20K up front, 5 to 10K.
So the money thing is she's asking the government to finance the land or something that she's going to buy with her 19-year-old boyfriend.
Ms. Robinson embraced the limelight. Videos of her strolling the streets of Karachi, flanked by security, flooded social media.
She
was spotted where fans approached her to shake hands, and even managed to secure small-scale brand deals, further cementing her unexpected celebrity status. The internet crowned her an icon and queen, with millions engaging in discussions about her journey under the viral tag American Lady in Pakistan. As her visa
expired and she got kicked out. So the story behind this is she was corresponding with this Indian guy online, right? They're saying she catfished. So I don't know what picture or image she presented to him, but he was thinking he was getting like a fucking baddie. And she shows up in Karachi, shows up at the door, and the parents are like,
with eyebrows that were Crayola on.
Oh, my girl's yelling because she was the one who told me about the story before Lee. Her crayon eyebrows. She shows up. The guy sees her and he goes, "What the fuck?" Oh, my girl said he closed the door in her face and disappeared, and she can't find him now. So that but she's still talking like they're gonna set up a marriage or whatever, and they want land, and she wants to
have a kid. Yeah.
It's
no, I love it. I love it because like the same reason like how so many people hate like not all immigrants but the bad ones that you know we could all say we get. Imagine sending all of women like that to third world countries to just flood the streets. How much they would hate that shit. They're like these loud, entitled, psychopathic women.
Yeah,
that's how we feel about fucked up immigrants.
I mean, it's pretty crazy that like that all she did was get deported. Like, considering like,
how did she keep any of her limbs?
I just really want to know. I hate when they're vague. They're like, oh, she obtained small brand deals. I want to know what brand, like who's promote. I'm assuming maybe makeup because there's like a lot of makeup-y pictures.
Yeah, the later ones look like they are like a fucking glamour shots like level. Like some professional did that, not her, because we all saw the eyebrow shit there. Fucking, those are wild. That's like a girl that doesn't have any friends.
Looked like her forehead was decaying.
Like like if you have female friends, they'll cut you down on that, hopefully, and get you to sort it out. But that's why the eyebrow tattoos are like so many choose to go for that because they're dumb and they pluck that shit. They don't realize it's not going to grow back. Or no, they shave it. If you shave it, it doesn't come back. And if you think you pluck too much, it can.
Is that true? No, but like a lot of people shave by accident.
Well, a little bit is one thing, but I'm talking if you shave them like for doing makeup eyebrows instead, they will stop growing back. That's why so many.
She should tattoo like barbed wire eyebrows.
You know what would be
You know what I
better
mean?
than
So
what
it's,
she
it
had
looks
is
like like eyebrows, but they're barbed wire. That'd
Mr.
look cool.
Potato Head pieces would look better than her fucking makeup set. Like fucking.
You know, it'd be great if we found out that the 19-year-old guy was just a scammer anyway. So she like
That'd be so
fucking
great.
Uno reverse card
Oh,
on. Like,
That's what I
true.
thought you were gonna
out
say
the
is that
door.
she got catfished out there, which I would have empathy for her then. But no, you're
There's no
like, no,
empathy
she
now.
was catfishing. Why would you? I
Oh
just
shit.
is a nonsensical catfish, to like actually go to Pakistan. Why not just try and secure funds
What the? They've been
without
wearing
going there?
headphones, then they've been unplugged this whole time.
Oh,
I forgot they're on my head.
You know what?
You're right. What's happening to me,
What's
Say?
wrong
My
with you?
brain.
What's going on? Are you okay? You were wearing unplugged headphones. Oh my
Oops.
God, man. I'm so worried for you. Look, I will take your criticism. You should be worried for me. I should be like all intense with doing comedy and posting clips, everything. You're absolutely right. I'm probably in a small like I don't have a job and I'm worried about my future sadness, depression. You are just going senile. It's a whole different issue. You're suffering. Lee Fernanda is suffering from dementia at the ripe old age of like 38, whatever you are. Holy shit, man.
And with that, yeah.
Let's go. Thanks for being on, Morley. I appreciate it. Lee,
thanks for having me on.
there's pills for go see a doctor. And I'm gonna have to reintroduce myself to you every time we're on. You're gonna be like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm your friend."
Okay. Let's have fun.
All right.
All right,
Thanks,
later,
guys.
guys. I'm off.
Yes.